Hi, Vencore Weather meteorologist Paul Dorian here on Wednesday, October 29th. A relatively mild morning here in the Mid-Atlantic region. A cool frontal system is working its way through the region today. It'll cause some scattered showers from midday through the afternoon into the early part of the evening, but it will not be a heavy rain event by any means. Skies will clear tonight. It'll turn noticeably cooler by morning, and the next couple of days, Thursday and Friday, will certainly be cooler than today, with high temperatures generally in the 50s up and down the I-95 corridor. A major cold shot arrives this weekend. High temperatures confined to the 40s on Saturday and Sunday up and down Route I-95. Well, let's start off by looking at the current surface map. Here's the location of that cool frontal system. Again, there is a band of showers right along that front. We'll see the radar in a moment. This slowly works its way through. There can be a couple of showers from midday through the afternoon in D.C., during the afternoon into the early evening in Philadelphia and New York City, and then skies will clear from west to east overnight tonight, and it'll turn noticeably cooler by morning. Later on this evening, there will be Game 7 of the World Series right here in Kansas City. It looks dry but chilly. Temperatures towards the latter part of the game could drop into the 40s, again, for Game 7 in Kansas City. Of course, most have heard about the rocket launch that exploded right after launch, about 20 seconds or so after launch here in Wallops Island. We'll post about that shortly and put it on the climate info page of the weather website later on this morning. Well, here's the latest radar loop. You can see a band of showers associated with that frontal system. In D.C. area can get a shower from the midday through the afternoon. Should reach Philadelphia anytime during the afternoon into the early part of the evening. Late afternoon, early evening across New York City. Not a heavy rain event by any means, but certainly can be a couple of showers up and down I-95 later on today associated with the cool frontal system. Here's the latest infrared satellite imagery loop. Lots of clouds in the eastern part of the country associated with that cool frontal system. Even a band of showers, as we just saw, cutting across eastern West Virginia and central Pennsylvania. Clearing skies right now across the Ohio Valley, and it'll clear tonight up and down the I-95 corridor. Lots of sunshine on Thursday, but a noticeably cooler day with high temperatures back down into the 50s for Thursday, and that cool weather will continue on Friday, Halloween Day, before a cold shot arrives on Saturday. Well, let's focus in now on the weekend story. We have a deep trough of low pressure that will develop in the upper part of the atmosphere by Saturday in the northeastern U.S. Cold air will definitely arrive. It looks like a storm will develop near the coast as that cold air pours into the mid-Atlantic region. Still some differences in the models in terms of where that storm will actually track on Saturday. This is the current 500 millibar map. Again, we're looking at about the middle part of the atmosphere, 18,000 feet or so. Ridging right now still exists up and down the I-95 corridor, hence a relatively mild day today. This trough over the upper part of the Great Lakes swings on through by morning. We turn cooler for Thursday and Friday before a major buckling of the upper air pattern. You can see a little bit of a troughiness out here in the western part of Canada. That'll intensify and drop down south and east, and a big trough develops here in the northeastern part of the country. In fact, let's now jump ahead to the forecast maps from last night's 0Z GFS model run for the 500 millibar level for this weekend. Well, here we go. This is the forecast map for Friday morning. Still some ridging along the East Coast. We'll go into Friday not too cold, but a little bit cooler than today, certainly. But the real cold air is going to occur behind this wave of low pressure, a significant wave of low pressure across the western part of the Great Lakes come Friday morning. Let's now jump ahead to Saturday morning's forecast map. And amazingly, that wave of low pressure in the upper part of the atmosphere dives way down to the south into the Carolinas. This is a crucial player here, obviously, for the weekend situation. May end up being a little too far to the south, although I have to say the European model tends to agree with the GFS model in diving this wave of low pressure in the upper part of the atmosphere way down in the Carolinas. We'll see how this prediction pans out over the next couple of days. It very well could end up being a little bit too far south on this forecast, maybe cutting through Virginia, and that all has a role on exactly where the coastal storm will form at the surface on Saturday, and all of that dictates exactly when the cold air pours into the I-95 corridor. It certainly will arrive, but depending on the development of this low, it may be delayed a few hours. A cold shot is definite. It looks like there will be some rain showers up and down the I-95 corridor later Friday night and Saturday, perhaps even a period of steadier rain, and then snowflakes could mix in at times, certainly in the higher elevation locations to the north and west of I-95, and perhaps even into the big cities later Saturday. There can be some snowflakes mixing in. Let's now jump ahead to the Sunday morning forecast map. And by Sunday morning, that wave of low pressure in the upper part of the atmosphere swings off the New England coastline. By Sunday, we're dry here in the I-95 corridor, but very cold for this time of the year. Still windy. Mostly sunny skies are quite likely on Sunday, but temperatures will only reach the 40s, well below normal for this time of the year. Now, is this the beginning of winter? No, by no means is this the end of the warmer weather. In fact, let's jump ahead and take a look at the upper level pattern by the middle part of next week. And here we go. By Tuesday night of next week, big changes return back to the east with southwesterly winds in the upper part of the atmosphere. So indeed, we'll warm up again next week, and maybe a gradual warm up. Monday, milder, and then warmer by Tuesday and Wednesday of next week. But a major cold shot coming for Saturday and Sunday. That's it for now. For VencoreWeather.com, I'm meteorologist